the one and only Reneilwe, YEYE, Letsholonyane. Well, I think it's actually the last generation to have won the league title with KAZIER Chiefs. He's won 2 league titles with the club. He's also won multiple tournaments, knockout tournaments, Nedbank Cup, MTN 8 with the Pefeni Glamour Boys. Also won 2 trophies at SuperSport United. So he is a winner. He's used to winning. He knows the feeling of winning. But today we just want to pay homage and tribute to a legend, a proper legend of his time, a proper legend of the game. And now he's a coach, an assistant coach in the national team under 20. What an absolute joy, a pleasure it is to have him here with us. Yeah, a very good afternoon. What an absolute pleasure it is to have you here.
Good morning, Karabo, and to your listeners. Thank you for the invite.
No, I think it's been a long time coming. I was actually, a bit scared to speak to you, to ask for it, but until we met a couple of weeks ago, and when I said, can I please have an interview with you, you said, no, it's not a problem. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, we're going to start from where you started at a young age. Just take me through YEYE. Who is YEYE Letsholonyane? Your family. I know your brother Tiris is also a coach now, a top coach, youth coach at KAZIER Chiefs. But tell me the type of kid that YEYE Letsholonyane was and where you grew up. I understand in Soweto, Jabavu, but just take me through your youth career.
Sure. It's a long one. Reneilwe YEYE Letsholonyane was born in White City. Played for Kagisano Masters from the amateur junior levels.
Yep.
Played for Touch at the age of 15 years. It was the first team in Soweto. Later, we moved to Midlands.
Yep.
And then I joined Cosmos Development under 19. And then when I was 19 years, left Cosmos. I then went on trials, Dangerous Duckies. Played 6 months there. I played 6 months, and after the December break, when we went back, there were a change of ownership there, and then the contract staff came in, changed the contract and stuff, and then nope, I will not allow that. Pen clearance, I got my clearance, came back, joined PJ Stars. We were playing SAP League. It was Castle. It was called Castle League. Played there. We got promoted. Played Vodacom the next season.
Yes.
Got promoted. But during the season, Castle. Vodacom. And then I was loaned to Benoni Premier United.
Yes.
After they bought the status Hellenic. Went there. Played 2 games against Rangers, against I think Cape Town Spurs or something. I can't remember, but played 2 games. And then after we played the second game, on our way back, the owner Dumsane. In the car, he was telling us Nali Chipa Diralaka. He was telling us that we are not good players, we didn't play well, and that time we are the best players on the field.
Why did he say that? What do you think, it was a mental game, or why exactly did he say?
No. He was for me, he was not a nice guy. Honestly, he was rude, and he was not a nice guy. And he was not saying it as a mental thing. He was saying it because he was upset we didn't get the result that he wanted. Obviously, he bought the status. He wanted to save the status. There, so he was frustrated more with his players, old players, than and we were the scapegoat. At that time, I told Chipa, I was like, nah, I'm not going back there. And then Chipa then was this positive person. Oh, onaling nine my own right. Can I live stubborn in and once I've decided, this thing is not worth it, I go with it. And at that time, I've decided to say, nope, I'm not going back there. I don't care all I know is Yavaya. And like Gevaile. And then what I did is I called Bramaik, the owner of PJ Stars, told him, dude, call this guy, tell him you want my clearance, I'm coming back. Go PJ Stars. Vodacom League. salary wise and everything are not the same, obviously.
Yes.
PJ Stars, Lala Vodacom, no money there. Mole,
Premier League. Yeah.
It's like nah, it's okay. I'm going back there. Liana tried to convince me, no man, stay in like hey baba. When I was about to but then I went go train in PJ Stars and go panela somewhere go top so re thole mabasi a re late a re se go Rodiport. I was there together with my former teammates, and he saw I'm serious about it, and then he made a call then, and then yeah, the rest was history.
But tell me, you are, what age were you when you returned back to? Do you remember the age that you were at when you returned back to PJ Stars?
I think I was around 2021, somewhere there. I can't really remember. Yeah.
So because I'm trying to get at the point that you're still very young, you're playing in the top division, but now you want to go back to PJ Stars, lower league, no salary. What was your vision? Was it all about your happiness, not about money at all?
Yeah. Football always made me happy. Always. I was, and still am in my happiest when I'm involved in football. So I didn't allow the space that makes me happy losing Hokwata because we lost. It's not the same as Hokwata because of people are doing certain things that are not supposed to be happening, or saying things that are not supposed to be said via football. So I did not feel I'm in the right space to be happy, to enjoy what I do, and my chance of playing at the highest level for the longest time.
Yeah,
it was not that space at that time.
You go back to PJ Stars.
Yeah, go back to PJ Stars. We play. I remember my first game. We play Pirates, Mayfair. We are number 2. They are number 1.
Yeah,
I think it's last 2-3 games for League FL. And then whoever wins that game,
promotion,
definitely gets promotion because of we are the top 2 teams in that league at that time. And I remember it was a very difficult game. And they didn't know that I was there. Lichipa, like I also came back.
Oh, both of us
came back.
Yeah.
Because we were like a pair.
Yeah. So were you guys playing the same position?
No, he was a striker.
Okay.
I was
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So now as Rekena ka Mayfair, Palacios and other players, now they see Retsomo passing, they now see hey man, even on the field, Harriet's a warm up. Obviously, we know each other with the players.
Yes.
It's like, hey, so now you can see, okay, now there's It's like, cool. We win the game 3-2. I score cheaper, score two goals, and then from there on we had another 2 games that those ones were very easy. But the most important one was that
Pirates.
And then sharp we win that, we get we go to the playoffs. Playoffs Diko Val. Sure. We play first game, we win. I get injured. Enkeliba Solen, like it's bad. We win the first game, but it was intentional because of I think Mdleze, who was playing for a team Yago Witbank.
Okay, innocent
Mdleze.
Okay.
It was intentional because they knew so that happened. I get injured, but we end up winning the game. First game of
the playoffs. Yeah.
We still need to play 2 more group stages for us to qualify to the knockout. We draw the second one, and then we lose
the third one,
but we still qualify for the semi-final.
Okay.
So now the semi-final is we must win the semi-final.
Yes.
So that we can
play the final.
But once you are in the final, you have qualified for NFT.
Okay.
ankle still does not respond. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
Sure. I did the craziest thing, and that would have
ended your career.
Ended my career. Slash, yeah. Let me put it that way. I said, go, Bramike, the owners, like, get me the razor, get me a tennis, get me mhlabelo, and then get me the strongest painkillers you can find. And that's the night before the game. We're playing around 10, 11, if I'm not mistaken. Then I tell him, get me those things.
Yeah.
Around 6 o'clock after supper, he gives me those things. Go to my room.
So you did the process yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens? You go to your room?
Go to my room, bathtub, warm water, nyana, so I sit. And then, as I said, tennis get cut into two halves.
Yes.
And then I start the process there. I use my, obviously, hand
razor,
to feel where is the blood going. Then after that, I two lines, and then take the tennis, squeeze in, and then as it comes out with that black blood.
Yes.
It comes out. And then I did that few times. That as it becomes, you see now the blood is out, but it's still swollen, but not as bad as it was before. And then Ginkamhlabelo, that's the salty one.
Yes.
It's extremely painful. Cheaper roommate, he left.
He couldn't stand it.
He left, and then he knew about those things, right? But he didn't think it's a good idea. But anyway, I wanted to do it. I did that. I was like screaming alone after Kesafam Travel because it is painful.
Yeah.
And then took a bandage after that. Tied, a buffer tied. That night, 2 painkillers, slept. I think it was a pack of 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Took 2, slept that night. Pain was there, but not too bad.
Not as much, yeah.
In the morning, after breakfast, I took 3 painkillers.
Now, this is a couple of hours before the game.
A couple of hours before the game. After breakfast, I take 3 painkillers. And then Lotu died. It's like, I can't feel anything. We go to warm up. I take another 2. So the pack of 10, I think I'm left with around 3.
So you took 5 painkillers
before the game.
Yeah.
So I took 5.
Yeah.
And then it's like, no, okay. After the warm up, I feel it's like, no, I went to do the warm up. Sounded a little sharp. That time strapping, and it was tight. Could not feel anything. Like, no, sharp. Played the game. Played. Halftime. I think we were 1-0 up. Halftime again, I come back, another 2. Just for security.
Yeah.
Just for security, so that I can finish off the game.
Yeah.
No, I take another 2. There's only 1 left. And then go play. We win, I think 2-1 or 1-0. I can't remember.
Now that qualifies you for NFD and the final.
Yeah. And then that time, like, okay, sharp, the job is done.
Yeah.
I'm okay. We go back to the hotel. Machita celebrate
the win
in the evening. Yeah.
Yes.
At that time, I'm alone in the room. Now all the painkillers out of the system.
You want
to know? The pain, like it was double.
Yeah.
Double the pain. Like it in the room.
But do you regret doing that?
No. I don't regret doing that. No one forced me.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it. It meant so much for me to qualify, right? Or to play in the NFD, and not for me, but for a team to be in that space, because there was All Nation team, maybe All Nation before Yako Dobsonville Zondi somewhere there that played in the NFD a few years before. So with the talent that we had, for me in Soweto, and not having a team at that level, it was not.
It didn't make sense.
It didn't make sense. It still doesn't now because there's no team that is playing at that level. With the talent that Soweto has and no team that is playing in the NFD, it does not make sense. It didn't make sense. So for me, PJ Stars playing in that space with the talent that we had, because all of us, we deserved to play somewhere at
the highest level
of football with the team that we had. And it I was happy and no regrets with doing that and experience. In fact, we I liked experiences, good or bad. They shape the person that I am. Those experiences.
True. Now, just before we close this story, because it's quite fascinating, Usinkile guy, who taught you that method of painkillers of tennis, cutting it into half, mhlabelo, as well as who taught you that it would help you?
This ankle, if you go now, I
am not.
It is swollen, Mari. It's not painful.
Okay.
So I think I've twisted this ankle 3 or 4 times. The same ankle.
Is it your left or right?
Right.
Okay.
3 or 4 times. So the first time it happened, obviously, like Narejimela go some school, like it in Dobsonville. The ground was not in good condition, and then I twisted my ankle. And then that time we were having a tournament. And then Bramike took me to someone to do it. So that someone did it twice.
Okay.
And then after that 2 times, I knew already what to do.
Okay.
So the other times I knew, it's like, if this thing happens,
this is what you do.
This is what I do. From the experience of someone doing it, it's like, I will not let someone, I'll rather
do it yourself.
Do it myself.
Yeah.
Because I know the pain. So it's fine. I can do it myself.
Now you qualify PJ Stars. I'm gonna fast forward this a bit, and you qualify them for the NFD. But tell me your move to Jomo Cosmos. How did that move come about? Who saw you? Because I know that Jomo is very good in regards to scouting players and maybe signing them. But how did your move from PJ Stars to Jomo Cosmos happen?
I played for Cosmos.
Yes.
Development.
Or before.
Before.
Right? Oh yes.
So he knows me. So obviously I did not go to play for the senior team for whatever reason that I don't know now. But anyway.
You really don't know?
No, I don't.
Seriously?
I don't.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So anyway, we play APSA Cup. Is it APSA or?
No, it was APSA Cup, I think.
It's APSA Cup.
Yes.
The one that is now Nedbank.
Nedbank, yes.
So we play APSA Cup. Last 32, we play Cosmos, Orlando Stadium. we get a red card. 10-15 minutes into the game, 120 minutes, score 0-0.
Yeah.
Penalties, we win the penalties.
What's going through your mind? What are the emotions? But you didn't play for the first team, but here you're knocking them out of the APSA Cup.
I'm happy. I'm very, very, extremely happy, and not because of it's a sort of revenge thing or look at me. No. It's still about PJ Stars, a team ya Kokas.
Yes.
That has won almost everything Kokas. And now we are doing the same at the highest level of football. So for me it's Kasi can compete
at the highest of levels.
Highest of levels.
Yeah.
Even when people thought ba dominate mahlobo fela, ba dominate engeng fela. No. With the same team, same players, maybe in addition of 1 or 2 Nyana players, but same players that won Mahlobo for however years, we still went on to play teams and dominated them. Even with Cosmos got 10 men, almost the entire game.
Yeah.
We get to the penalty, we win game, get the penalty. Last 16 we go Johannesburg Stadium against Pirates.
Yeah.
We lose the game second half extra time.
So you also took them to extra time as well, Pirates?
Yeah.
Who no tlalala that PJ Stars o ka re ne le mnate so.
Negele blind.
Yeah.
Negele blind.
Who are some of the players that you played with at PG Stars?
Brian Rafane, Macarena.
Yeah.
Diralaka.
Yes.
Top striker.
Yeah.
Robert Mudiadi, a goalkeeper.
Yes.
And those people, they went on to be signed by Pirates.
Do you think it was by that game that they saw them closely?
Different game they won. Still reba all those teams, including the Cosmos, all so nereba straight.
Yeah.
Nerena Lebo Jomo, the Sehorangudu went on to play for Free State Stars.
Yes.
We had Shabalala, who played for Pirates Lena before Atla Koron.
Okay.
So we had
good players.
We had Speke Manamela.
Who
went to Pirates Lena. So after that
generation
season,
after
that season, about four or five players went to Pirates. Brian Khafan from Pirates, Bamulonela to Benoni Premier United. I chose to go to Cosmos.
Yeah.
Because at that time, Vets was also one of the teams that wanted me.
So why did you choose Jomo Cosmos? What happened?
The environment is familiar for me. The people the players there, I know them.
Yeah.
Because like I said, Lekatado, we used to play together. We normally the calls.
Yes.
So then our senior team senior team, you would come to
that team,
yeah, the calls.
Yeah.
So the senior or the PSL players there, they would come and play with us. So the relationship was easy. So it was not going to take me long
to adjust and understand
yes. So I was familiar already with the space. And I remember saying to Robert, Fana, Oscar go Pirates. Are go Cosmos. Are go Cosmos. Go dlala 2 years there.
Yeah.
Are fetsa re vai.
And with only 2 years go Cosmos.
Yeah. And because of because of Avril Padi na tloga go Pirates, go Cosmos, I go Pirates. That time. So kere mfana una le gap da, una le space da. Avril Padi is doing well. Number 1 goalkeeper. So he's moving from there to there. So already, let's leave Tluhamu, Arekwa, where you'll play, establish yourself, get confidence, and then 2-3 years, then you can move anywhere. It's like, no, okay, sharp. I decided to go there, played 2 years, fast forward, and then, moved.
Yeah, but we are coming to that. Jomo Cosmos, were you happy? Salary, was it good? Were you content standing on fee?
Yeah. Honestly, I was happy. I was happy with what I was having. It was a decent salary.
Yeah.
I got to get my first car, Polo 1.4 trend line that would take me from Dladling to training. So it was okay. It was okay. It made a difference.
Yeah.
Sign-on fee, I remember I paid off Dladling in Kosovo.
Dladling, you mean your parents' house?
My parents' house,
yes.
Ka sign-on fee and Cosmos.
Never jwang.
Nah, nele sharp.
Nele bukanyana.
Nah, nele sharp.
Bracket.
Nele sharp.
All right, so I understand. Now you're playing in the top league now, week in, week out. Does that not phase you? Does that not get your head now? But people now recognize you. Not, I mean, obviously, so it's about Zeba, but now it's nationally. You're getting exposed to the higher level now. You're getting exposed now to the media. The television, radio, print, newspapers as well. How do you handle that fame now that you now get? Because also at Jomo Cosmos, you're one of the brilliant players at the club.
I think at Cosmos it helped me. Because players more under zona, like your Pamoza Sono, your Ino, your Semi Makhalefa. Because for a few months I was traveling with Semi Makhalefa, who has been playing in that space for a very long time. Played for Vets, did well, Cosmos. So the traveling, yes, I can't say me to training and back. It also helped me to kind of
calm you down a bit, grounded.
But the person that I am and where I wanted to go, my career, it didn't allow me to have a big head. I always wanted to be better than I was the previous day. When I did not play, I questioned myself, why didn't I play that game?
Yeah.
Even when I knew I get rally because of whatever reason. But
you still want to
I
question
still wanted
yourself.
to question myself. Did I do enough? Good training.
Yeah.
Am I better than the player that played? So I'm competing with myself to say, when you play, are you in a position to say very you deserve to play? I understand.
So
no questions should be asked. Hori.
Maybe man.
Maybe no. For me it was whatever you want to say. Oxalive, I deserve to play because I know I work very hard.
Yeah.
I deserve to be in that space. Yeah.
The big move, the bright lights.
Sure.
The Befeni Glamour Boys, Naturena, that move now. You are now in the space of it's a totally different level from the training grounds. Training Kitika Paski, there's everything. I think even now it's one of the best training facilities in the country. The move to Chiefs, who facilitates that move? Who do you speak to? Do you speak to KAZIER for you to say come in, or who sells that? Because I understand Mushin Ertugo was the coach at the time. How did that move come about for you to join Chiefs?
Sure. At that time there's Bloom Celtics, there's Vets again in the picture.
Yeah.
There's Sundowns.
Sundowns wanted you.
Yeah. Sundowns was a done deal. Sundowns.
Okay, so we'll come. Sundowns, why didn't you go to Sundowns? Let's start there before we...
So what happens is Neke manager get Louis Glenn,
yes. Yes.
At that time. So we busy carry back and forth. We have Nalena about the potential teams. So definitely Vets standard, like definitely Vets was the ones by they are very serious, right? And then the Celtic, it's far from me. It's like, there's teams around. I don't want to go to relocate and those things. Like, no, okay, sharp, no. So what happens is while we are still, Chiefs was not involved yet.
Okay.
So and then I remember the day we were supposed to go Vets to sign.
Yeah.
I get a call from there's the timer Bamita at Shy. He calls me, hey, how's it? No sharp, man. No sharp. I read village and here Horebaring, and then from there we can
go to Vets.
If whatever
doesn't make sense. Yeah.
But in my head I knew
it's done.
I don't care. Whatever. Labaka offer 2 cents, it's okay.
What do I go Chiefs?
NJ. And we agree, we go there. In village we go, we meet Bobby, and then we talk. And then sharp. We agree on everything, done.
Yeah.
At that time, signs, everything sealed. I think it was around body 28, 29. So contract the guy fella kadi 30, 31, end of the month, June.
Yeah.
Cosmos. So now it's 28, 27, 28 then. Done, signed. So I'm not supposed to say anything because of still have a contract.
Yeah.
I keep quiet, sharp. Around the 30, I get a call. Cosmos. It's like, Utothola call from Trot. We have agreed with the terms and everything. So you must now
decide your personal
go
terms
and
with Sundowns.
agree on your personal terms with Sundown. It's like,
And when all fit Chiefs.
yeah, like okay, sharp. 2 minutes later, a call comes in. Hey, my brother, sharp. Oh, I keep trotting. I spoke with. Tshwantse o tle mo re tlo bua ka taba tsa ka
Akira.
nna ke tle da no rona re dumellane so le team so now setse wena eng
Yeah.
ka na sharp finally Chiefs
Yeah.
are ka na sign ke Chiefs and nka sign contract tse two ha mo molao so ke sharp.
Yeah.
I'm not coming there. From there on, done. And then two days later, I started go
Chiefs.
Go Chiefs. The 1st of July.
Yeah.
Started. That it was obviously official.
Yeah. So when you get to Chiefs, obviously Mission Ertugrul is the coach there. What goes through your mind? I mean, I want you maybe to just speak about the differences, and this is with all due respect to the your former clubs, PJ Stars, Jomo Cosmos as well. But just take me through the facility, the professionalism at KAZIER Chiefs. What makes them so special, Chiefs?
So my first day, go Chiefs. We are doing gym. It's a gym session because it's the first day of
preseason. Yeah.
So we are doing a gym session. Go Santin. No, Melrose Arch.
Yeah.
That Virgin Active.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's my first day go teaming. So going there, I've never been coaching, honestly. I've never.
Yeah.
So it's my first time I get in there. It's like, one gets a card already. I'm a full member of Virgin Active.
Yeah.
Any Virgin Active, not just that one.
Anyone in the country.
Anyone in the country. The team pays and so sharp.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay,
the level is different
the
now.
level now it's I'm playing with the big boys now. and then Elsa Storm.
Also, yes, the fitness trainer. Yes.
Yeah, and then obviously she introduces herself to us, and then like when I get there, there's Mokete who is there, who was also Cosmos. There's Valerie as well. Nahayo, yes. Who was also Cosmos.
Yeah.
There's Shaba that I know from Mokas.
Yeah.
There's Tsepo Pulu that I know from Mokas.
The striker, ne?
Yeah, the striker. Yes. There's Tso that I know. So there's quite a few
players that
familiar faces letting. So it doesn't feel hore.
Kiko Chiefs, and I'm a bit new as well.
It's a strange place.
Yeah.
But you get a little bit of mogi that Mahotmana Longhore, they welcome you sharp. Botinashe. So you get in a space where sharp. It's not a hostile space.
Yeah.
People don't treat you hore as if chavel anymore. But also they know what I can do. I think they've seen my capability.
How important is that? When you get to a new club, the players know you, they know how good you are. How important is it, and how does it help you to settle in quickly into the team?
Players help the coach to sign a player.
Okay.
If you are there on a trial, however way you on, right?
Yeah.
The players that you play with at that time, and you see Horiba, they are happy. Because players want someone that will contribute to the team, help them to win.
Yes.
To put it that way, to win or get as many points or whatever.
But yes, to win games, trophies and
whatever that they need to achieve. If players see that in you, then the coach also sees that, and then it becomes easier for a coach to say, okay, we want this player, and it becomes easy for the players to open up quickly so that Bach welcome, and then so I'm saying because they believe, they see onale that thing, that eshotang kobona that will help for the team to win.
30th of August 2008, your first debut. Unfortunately, up against Tanda Royal Zulu, you lose the match, the team loses the match 2-1. But traveling to the game, it's your first match for KAZIER Chiefs. This is a match that I won't say makes or breaks you, but really introduces you to the KAZIER Chiefs supporters. What goes through your mind, Jorge? Vandaag, I'm in the 18, I'm traveling with the team, I'm going to be possibly making my debut for this club.
Yeah, I think I played the pre-season tournament first, and I got to see Jorge. This is a different level.
Yeah.
And Vodacom Challenge,
yes.
Where now it's another level with international
players as well.
So and everyone is excited to be part of that space in terms of the supporters, the players themselves, teams. So already you start there, and I felt, Jorge, that is that stage that decides whether I stay for long or not.
Yeah.
But nerves, yeah, definitely they were there, especially as it's okay now on the field. But for me, after 5-6 minutes, once you have touched the ball a few times, everything, I forget about everything. I that's what I say now, Jorge. As soon as I go ground, whether I play or as a coach, as soon as I go in there, I forget my problems. I forget that I have kids there.
It's your happy space.
It's Mamela. Everything, I shut it off. Everything. I'm there. After the game, then it's like, oh yeah, I have
kids. You've got a life.
One understand.
True,
so my kids knows when I'm in that space, they know no calls, no nothing, because it will not be entertained. Even if there's a phone, it will not be entertained. But after that, sharp. They know I'll leave anything else for them.
Yeah.
But in the football space,
nothing matters.
Nothing matters. It's only this football that matters for now. So it's the same. I forget that there's a whole lot of people out there making. I only hear noise in J.
Yeah.
But the noise for me, it's like a radio turning it on, and then it makes a noise. I carry on with my job.
You played in also one of the most successful teams at Chiefs. You won 2 league titles with the club. You won a number of knockout tournaments with the club, Absa Cup, Nedbank Cup, MTN 8, you can name them. What made you guys winners? How did you guys win? What was the mentality in the club? Blue won so many trophies at the time that you were at Chiefs.
Sure. That time now when I went to KAZIER Chiefs, KAZIER Chiefs was also winning at that time.
Yeah.
So it was for me personally to be remembered as a generation that continued the legacy at club.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I go there to win more trophies. And the generation I think that's how we thought, because of to put it that way.
Yeah.
Who knew what they want? Who knew what was at stake? Chiefs is a big club.
True.
Right? And you are a big club by making your supporters happy. And how do you make your supporters happy? By winning games, winning trophies.
Yeah.
So supporters are becoming happy. When your supporters are becoming happy, that means companies are happy to invest money
into the club.
Because the supporters are the ones that are going to fund the club in terms of buying whatever that the sponsor is giving it back to the club. So now we understood our personal responsibility to the club. Also we understood the importance of you performing to the club will take you to the national team.
Yeah.
Yeah. FIFA week, Go Chiefs, I promise you about 11 to 15 players will go to national team. Different countries.
Yeah.
Every
FIFA
break. So players will leave to different national teams. About 15 at most. that's the level that we were, and that's what we wanted. When you come back from your national team, you come back here, we switch off from the national teams. Now our space is here
for the club,
and the journey continues. After playing a game, whatever you do outside, it is your business. We don't care. We didn't care. We are clapping, we are kerking, we did not care.
Yeah.
All we cared about is as soon as you go into that gate, your village, you switch on.
Yeah.
We do a job, we perform at training. If you don't perform at the level that most of us were at that day, it is acceptable. But if it keeps happening, we would have a chat about it. Just like Baba.
That chat, is it just the players without the coach?
Yeah.
Leads us wrong. Like maybe you didn't have a great performance, or maybe it's happening week in, week out at training. Who calls you?
Ourselves.
Yeah.
We don't include coaches. We don't include the management. We would have a chat, and it's a casual chat, not too serious.
Yeah.
So we would talk also lots of joking to say whatever mara joking in a joking way.
Yes.
But we understood that joking way, it's a lighter way of addressing
issues that are happening.
And for us to stay together, we would say, okay, every Wednesday it's a dress up day.
Okay.
For example.
Yeah.
And it's a dress up day. For that we used as a team building exercise to say, and you don't need to go over the suit. We did not need, just put an effort of dressing up, clean up, go to work. Other thing is, how push in your morning slippers, whatever, you were not allowed to train there. Because we want people to respect us. We want people to respect the job that we do, right? How do I respect you morning slippers?
Got to push in.
And also, because you are in a space where you are exposed, right? Maybe someone would offer R1 million and now no gym, right? How feta ujima utwara phone now, you see missed calls, you call them back to say, hey guy, come coffees in your bogati, honestly this campaign that we want you to do we've been calling you and this is agent. Now do you say, should I go kontlung kilula ko north and then come back, go tlapa, getting, and then come back, go south? So you see, you waste time, you lose money, you lose it's important because of you are not taking yourself serious. Mara, when you come to training wearing your proper short,
yes.
You can say it's a sports, you're a sports person. You can go to any meeting because of people know you are in that space and gymming. Understand? So look presentable.
Yes.
It's your office.
True.
We used to say this is your office. There's no other office. However, I want the bachelor of what.
Yeah.
So your office, it's the field.
True.
So when you come go village, look presentable. Get there, train. Whatever you do, Kenya the pushing out. After that, it is your business.
But I'm going to try to fast forward because there's just a couple of things that we need to close, and I think we'll also have another chat. I think this one we really need to. Go Chiefs. When you speak about winning trophies, season in, season out, in your mind, that is the legacy that you guys leave behind. How do you now transform that legacy to what is happening now at the club? What do you think is different with this generation, these players, compared to your generation of being winners, of being, dressed up and all of that, and the discipline that you guys had?
Sure. I think time is something else. I don't like comparing the generations.
Yeah.
But all I can say is generations are different. Maybe the few players that obviously crossed over the generations for me that I can say now about Chiefs, it's Udoli, because I know who at some point I played with him.
Yeah.
I look at Sundowns national team. It's obviously E2.
E2, yeah.
That is Lena
crossover generation
type of. Other than that, I can't think of anyone now, right? Maybe I think. So the generation I know is different. Very, very talented.
Yeah.
Extremely talented.
Yeah.
Better than the previous generations.
Serious?
I promise you. Generation I know.
So problem again, what's the problem? Let's I understand how it's different generations, but is it social media? Is it the high praise quickly? What exactly is the problem?
Look, because of the level that I work on now in football, and this is my observation, it is because of the talent, because of the skill or whatever that they have. About the order. And by order, I mean anything that is organized, tactical awareness. They don't want to be confined in a structural way of doing things. Yeah, and that is not only on the field. It's just in a lifestyle, life in general.
There should be a way of doing things.
Yeah, there should be a way of doing things. The current generation, the challenge is the
rules
of doing things. Once you put the line, so say for and say this is your responsibilities, it kinda slows down their thought process. It slows down. It delays the thinking process. So they take long to get to
that level
to understand what needs to be done in a very structural way.
But are you because I also just want a quick comment in regards to you playing in the World Cup. I think that's a very special moment. But does it sadden you? The Chiefs has not won any trophy in 9 years, and with the supporters, they are playing later on tonight up against Stellenbosch at the FNB Stadium. But does it hurt you? Do you think about the chairman? I mean, this is a man that has done an absolute whole lot for the club, for the country as well. But does it hurt you? Do you sit at home and think, I can actually try to help the club? What goes through your mind how one of the Chiefs are struggling the way that they are struggling at the moment?
Honestly, it does hurt me. It is a team that I supported as a boy, and it's a team that it was part of my dreams to play for the club. And I spent 8 years in the club, so it became really a family for me. It became more than just a club, and you can ask anyone that played in that space. You will leave. You can try and do whatever. You can try and detach and it is very difficult. You will not. It's very difficult unless something extraordinary happened. Yeah. But other than that, you will not detach to it. The love of the club will always be there. Mainly because of it's a good space to be in. It's the chairman, as you said, he has built one of the strongest institutions in the world. Yeah, if I can put it that way. Yeah. In the world, and you only repay him by just giving results and making the supporters happy. So for the club to be happy, for the chairman, the management, and whoever to be happy, it is only when the supporters are happy, and the supporters become happy when you win games and trophies only. So it is said that the chairman and obviously the management are not happy because of what is happening on the field, but trying, they try. No one goes on the field to lose games. They are trying, but at that level, you you need to try harder. You need, sometimes you need to force matters. You need to force results, and I think for me that's what the current generation sort of lacks. Havana, all of them Havana resistance. They give up too easy. All levels starts of this current generation. They give up too easy. When something does not go their way, already they sulk. They give up. No sense of agency, no sense of I can overcome this. I can overcome this in 90 minutes. Even when there's 5 minutes left, I can still it. So yeah, man, that resistance is one of the things that is short on the current generation.
Lastly, the 2010 World Cup. I mean, this is a different space. The first time the African continent hosts the World Cup, you are in the 23. The first match, you are in the starting 11. It's now you're being tested internationally. When I was at home watching, the warm up, you can see a lot of nerves in the Bafana players, because that's a totally different level. But for you, number one, to be called up, to be in the 23, to play the first match, to play in that 3 games for Bafana, just take me through the emotions, man. That's well, it has not happened ever again in your life, because obviously you've retired. But take me through playing for Bafana at the World Cup in Africa, in South Africa.
Sure. We had 3 camps. 3. Brazil for a month. Local base players only. I was the
star.
The second.
Okay.
Because I was on the bench. There was a player before me in my position. Right? We go to Germany. Now overseas base players are in.
Now there's the second camp.
Now I'm the third.
Sure.
So already now Brazil, I knew there's a lot of work to be done. So the first one, you cross that bridge, Brazil to Germany, and then they come in, so it's overseas plus you. So now the same player that you play in the same position with, he's still there. So now from now being number 2, because the overseas base gets an
first preference type of yes.
So if I 1, 2, so I'm the third. Sharp, we same group, we come Mojoburg, got the final camp. Still number 3. Then I get a chance to play, but you get a chance as a sub. Number 3. So at times you'll play your 15 minutes,
20 here and there.
At most you'll play your 30 minutes, depending on the friendly game setup. But anyway, we come back. The turning point was just one danger. We played 11v11. I think it was 2 weeks before the
announcement.
Because I think I did friendly game already. The team was announced. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So it was a week and a half to 2 weeks before the announcement. So normal day, 11 against 11. So 5 minutes into the game, I'm buzzing on the other
side,
on the reserve side. Like Kapaza.
Busy.
Kapaza. Kapaza, and then 5 minutes, and then like, hey, stop. Coach Pizzo, change with. Some player this side. We change, and then get to level, get to so I have a good session. Then it's like no sharp hotel telling a blow mat meeting, and then I remember Coach Pizzo said, no, you've been training well, you trained well, keep
going the same way.
You're doing well. It's like, no, thank you, coach. And that's exactly what I did. Those sessions. So about 11 against 11. I'm now on the
A side now.
A side.
Yeah.
But then there's a give a cautious happy to say, I must not get carried away because now it's not yet
confirmed. Yeah.
But you can see there's a way nyana, a light nyana.
Yes.
In terms of sort of the selection, team, the small side that you can see you are more
on the A side
than obviously before. And then we last day, announcement, we are told we must all pack up and go home, all of us. No one must be at the hotel. Whether you stay in Cape Town or no, you must go via. Check out, take everything.
Yeah.
And then we did that. The same morning, announcement squad. I think Kosafosa or hotel in
yeah.
Yeah, Kosathon San.
Yeah.
Slowly the announcement squad. At that time now I'm home. When it's happening, I'm like alone starting. Kasiaka would clean, like everyone can see, no one
most on the street, yeah.
I'm the only person starting. Nerves. Yo. I'm like, yo,
yeah.
I don't want to see, I don't want to hear sharp. I'm okay. Whoever, if there's anything, I will be told. And then the first person that came running, that was my dad. Came running. It's like a parrot. I'm like, yeah, no, God is great. And then, we obviously celebrated, but that afternoon we needed now to go back
to camp.
That evening.
Yeah.
So we chilled with the family for those few hours and then had to go back in.
Yeah. Then, it's 10 past now. And I don't want to delay you as well, but I think this is the first part. Really, this is the first part. Currently, what are you doing? What are your plans? And where do you envisage yourself going to or achieving?
Yeah, currently I'm a coach.
Yeah.
Acquired my A license
in Botswana. Yeah.
December.
Yeah.
So I'm fully
fledged now.
Qualified coach.
Yeah.
Now my job, I'm an assistant coach under 20 national team. And that's what I do.
Yeah.
But on a daily basis, I coach my team, PMV youngsters.
Yeah.
If we speak about the highest level, it would be more on an assistant coach base. Not yet. I'm not yet
ready for head coach.
For head coach at that level. NFD, definitely I can try. But Lekoteng, for me to start with as an assistant, it's a way to go.
Yeah.
DDC, I've been there. I know the level. I know the players. So whether it's head coach or you're an assistant, I'm happy in that space.
Yeah. Finally, before we let you go for the first part, your message to the aspiring soccer players. What's your message to them in relation to wanting to be professional and, for them to handle themselves professionally? And you've spoken about one word that I'm not going to forget, is the resistance. So what's your message to the younger generation that wants to play at the highest of levels, as you did, playing in the World Cup, AFCON, winning the league title with KAZIER Chiefs as well?
My message is that they should not forget the reason why they want to play football at the highest level. I don't think they just want to play for vibes. I don't think so. I think I think there's a main reason that is deeper beyond what they show or they do. So that reason should always be the motivation of them doing things properly, having a resistance of staying in that space, because from outside football looks easy. Life of a footballer looks easy, and when things get tougher, they give up, right? So for me, it's when things get tough, when things don't go the way they think it
should be,
how it's supposed to be. That's when the resistance comes, because the resistance are off the field builds the resistance are on the field, and you perform well, and you become one of the top players that people will remember forever and ever. Amen.
And that's how we close the show with Reneilwe Letsholonyane, a man that has done so much for himself, for South African football, and of course for his family, having played for KAZIER Chiefs for 8 years, winning 2 league titles, countless tournaments as well, played for Bafana in their national team, represented the country at the highest of levels, that is the World Cup, that is the pinnacle as well, ended his career at the TS Galaxy, played for SuperSport United, 2 trophies as well at the club. I mean, this is a man that has done absolutely brilliant for himself, and he says he wants to coach, and he's tasted the medication of being a coach. It's not easy. You lose strides of your head day by day being a coach, but he wants to go back. He's also a CAF license, fully fledged as well. Has done it in Botswana with one of my colleagues, that is Fabian McCarthy. So what an absolute pleasure it is to have him here with us. And I think now after this, the second chat will really be based on being a coach and what exactly he wants to achieve at the end of being a head coach. But thank you so much for joining in with myself, SK PHASHA, and Reneilwe Letsholonyane was my guest today. And don't forget, we've got 40 plus stores in South Africa, so that's where you can make your purchases in regards to Pocket Man merchandise. Thank you so very much for tuning in. We're back again next week, Wednesday.